Welcome back to the deep dive. If you're a business leader, maybe a property investor, or, just really curious about where the modern office is going, you know that the corporate news stream can be a lot. It's just overwhelming. So our mission here is always to cut through that noise, give you the strategic thinking that's hiding behind the headlines. Today, we are doing a deep dive into the strategic real estate market. We've got a whole stack of sources, and they're all centered around just one announcement, the expansion of a premium workspace provider called Gilbanks. And our goal isn't just to report the news. We want to use this one move, this one decision, this kind of surgical tool. We want to understand the strategic why. Why is there this huge demand for high-end, flexible workspace? And what does it tell us about how major companies are planning their national expansion?
Okay, let's unpack this. We're looking at what Gilbanks is doing in Birmingham specifically, and what that move reveals about the health and the competitive edge of the whole flexible workspace market.
It's the perfect case study, really. Too often, these announcements get treated like simple property deals. But when you actually break down the specifics of this launch, the location, the scale, the commitment to being premium, you realize you're looking at a blueprint for corporate agility. So we're here to understand the implications for modern businesses, for companies trying to scale up or just get a foothold in a key city, without getting bogged down by those old, traditional, decades-long leases.
Okay, so let's start with the hard facts, the non-negotiables. Gilbanks, which all our sources are calling a premium workspace provider, has officially opened its first serviced offices in Birmingham. And this is a big statement for them, so they made sure the location really drove that message home. They chose a building called 5 St. Philip's, which is located directly on Colmore Row.
Right on Colmore Row.
And for anyone who understands Birmingham's, let's say, hierarchy, that puts them right in the central business district, the CBD. It's where all the big financial and legal firms are. So that choice alone, it just immediately signals they're going after top-tier corporate clients, not, startups or freelancers.
And that choice is so vital because in the world of high-end business, the address is actually part of the product you're selling.
It's not just a location.
Exactly. The sources point out that the location has views of Birmingham Cathedral. Now, that might sound like a small detail, but
it's not.
It is not. That visual status is integral to the brand. It's what separates a premium serviced office from just another shared workspace. It lets a company project this image of stability, of prestige, even if they only just signed a 6-month contract.
Right. It's that subtle signal. It tells their clients, it tells their partners, we're serious and we are established here. So if we move from that prestige to the actual scale of this thing, this is not a cautious first step. The facility is a pretty robust 22,000 square feet.
Yeah, and that number, 22,000 square feet, is where the rubber really hits the road strategically. That's the physical evidence of their conviction. If you were just, testing the waters in a new market, you might take 5,000, maybe 10,000 square feet.
Sure, you'd start small.
But 22,000, that says you have the capacity to handle big corporate teams, maybe multiple departments, from day one. It suggests Gilbanks either already has anchor tenants lined up, or at the very least, they're highly confident there's immediate demand for this very specific type of product.
A high-grade, flexible product.
In the second city, yes. This is the hallmark of a national strategy in motion. You go in with critical mass, not with these little tentative steps.
Okay, so we've established the where is strategic, the scale is substantial. So now let's get into the what. What does premium workspace actually mean on the ground? Because let's be honest, we've all seen co-working spaces that promise the world and you get like thin walls and really bad coffee. What is Gilbanks actually promising in that 22,000 square feet that makes it premium?
What's fascinating here is it's the focus on the user experience. And frankly, on removing all the operational friction.
Friction, okay.
It's not about beanbag chairs. It's about infrastructure. The sources emphasize catering to the evolving needs of modern businesses, offering an environment for fostering productivity and collaboration. But if you dig into what premium really means here, it means dedicated enterprise-grade high-speed fiber internet, not a shared home connection.
Right.
It means private phone booths that are actually engineered for sound, not just little cubbies. It means meeting rooms with advanced video conferencing tech that's just ready to go for global teams.
So the premium part isn't just about how it looks, it's totally functional. It's basically outsourcing your IT and facilities management, headaches, all the stuff that usually eats up corporate overhead.
Exactly that. Modern businesses, especially project-based ones. Think of a legal team opening a local office for a big case, or a tech company spinning up a new R&D unit. They just don't have time to negotiate construction bids or wait 6 months for a dedicated fiber line to be installed.
They need to hit the ground running.
They need a turnkey, high-quality, fully serviced environment. The premium part is that hospitality layer. Concierge services, robust security, immediate move-in. It's for businesses that want that prestigious address but absolutely need operational speed.
And that focus on operational readiness, that's reflected in another detail our sources mentioned. The interior design. It was a collaborative effort with a firm called ADT Workplace. Now, even without seeing the blueprints, that partnership alone is a pretty big signal, isn't it?
Oh, that ADT Workplace collaboration is way more than just a casual mention. It speaks to standardization, to brand integrity.
Okay, so it's about consistency.
Yes. When you're rolling out a national expansion strategy, your product has to be repeatable. It has to be reliably excellent. A partnership like this ensures you have a consistent, sophisticated design language in all your locations. That's crucial for a corporate client that might use a Gilbanks office in London and now wants one in Birmingham. It makes sure the aesthetics, the lighting, the space planning, it all matches the practical business needs and projects that same professionalism everywhere.
So what, for you, the learner, is really understanding this fundamental shift. Why are businesses choosing this model? Why are they paying a premium for it?
It really comes down to two things: capital allocation and risk mitigation. Companies are moving away from those old traditional options, the long, expensive, restrictive leases, because the new world just demands flexibility.
Right, the 10-year lease is a killer.
It is. In a traditional lease, you sign for 10 years, you pay for the whole fit out, and you are locked into that exact amount of space. It doesn't matter if you grow or shrink or pivot your whole strategy.
You're stuck.
You're stuck. These premium spaces let companies scale up or down pretty easily. They can maintain an elite corporate presence without the huge long-term capital spend, without that decade-long liability on the books. It's a genuine competitive advantage that helps attract and keep top talent.
That analysis really forces us to take a step back and look at the bigger picture here. This Birmingham office, it's not just a building, it's a strategic move on the corporate chessboard. Here's where it gets really interesting. We need to shift from talking about this one property to the strategy underneath it all. This launch is being called a significant milestone for Gilbanks, which suggests it's not just an opportunistic move. It's part of a much bigger, well-defined plan.
Absolutely. Our sources confirm this is part of their continuous national expansion strategy. They are systematically building a strong footprint in major commercial hubs across the UK. The goal isn't just volume, it's about quality market penetration. By planting this very high-spec product in Birmingham, they are betting that the demand for corporate flexibility at the absolute highest level, the 5 St. Philip's, Colmore Row level, is going to accelerate, and probably faster than the traditional market can even react.
Okay. But that brings up a point of friction, doesn't it? I mean, isn't entering a huge market with a 22,000 square foot facility a massive risk?
Yep.
Especially with all the costs of delivering that premium experience we talked about. Are they overexpending themselves?
That is a fair challenge, and it gets to the very core of their strategy. The risk is minimized by two factors that are just inherent in this flexible model. First, they charge a premium, so that accelerates their return on investment as long as they can keep occupancy high. Second, the speed of their national expansion is their competitive edge. By systematically planting these high-quality flags, they create a national network. And that network itself becomes attractive to big national clients who need solutions in multiple cities.
I see. So a law firm or a big consultancy that needs a flexible base in both Manchester and Birmingham.
They'll choose the one provider that offers brand consistency and high quality in both places, instead of trying to manage two totally separate traditional leases.
So the network itself becomes the sales pitch. And Birmingham is just an essential node in that network, strategically placed to pull in a diverse range of businesses.
That's the strategic synthesis right there. The placement in that vibrant business district gives them access to the whole commercial hub, which ensures a resilient occupancy. They're appealing to different sectors: finance, professional services, tech, which means if one sector has a downturn, another one can keep the occupancy rates high. It's a really diversified approach to real estate risk management.
So if we pull together what all our sources are telling us, Gilbanks has created this highly successful, repeatable formula for their national growth. And it's based on more than just location, location, location.
It truly is. If you want the blueprint for this kind of high-end, flexible expansion, it really boils down to three core interconnected things. One, a strategic, high-status location, that's the prime Colmore Row address, the cathedral views that lend instant credibility.
Right.
Two, high quality, professional, and this is key, consistent design. That's delivered through the partnership with ADT Workplace, making sure the experience always matches the premium price. And three, leveraging the financial and operational flexibility of the serviced office model itself. That minimizes risk and speeds up setup time for their clients. That combination, that's the foundation for market dominance in today's world.
So what does this all mean for the broader market? We've used this one Gilbanks announcement as a really powerful lens to look at the future of the corporate office. First, we established the absolute necessity of prime real estate for this premium model. 5 St. Philip's isn't just an address, it's a brand asset in Birmingham CBD. Second, we define that commitment to functional, sophisticated design, which is highlighted by that collaboration with ADT Workplace. It ensures the whole 22,000 square feet lives up to the premium name through operational efficiency. And third, and this is the most critical part, we place this launch as a significant high-conviction step in a calculated national expansion strategy. It shows the method for breaking into new competitive markets.
And this rapid expansion of a premium, flexible model into major financial hubs, it raises a really important question that you, the learner, should carry forward. We've established that corporations demand this level of quality and flexibility. So if these premium flexible workspace solutions are now setting the standard, offering rapid setup, low capital expenditure, and beautiful environments,
Then what happens to the old model?
exactly. How quickly will the traditional long-term commercial leasing market be forced to adapt their own offerings in these major cities just to stay competitive? I mean, will the traditional landlord model even survive without integrating a big dose of that premium operational flexibility into their own decade-long lease packages? That tension, that's the key battleground for the next 5 years in commercial real estate.
That is a powerful thought to chew on as companies keep redefining what going to the office even means anymore.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into the strategy behind the new age of the corporate office. We'll catch you next time.